It's number one versus number two. These matchups are special. The entire landscape looking in today on this one, and they become a part of college football history. Hopefully, we'll get something epic. Welcome to the old horseshoe in the banks of the Olentangy, the home of the Ohio State Buckeyes. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on a playoff team from last year, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports, I'm Chris Fowler, joined in the booth by Kirk Hermstreet. Kirk, let's get this thing going. The Buckeyes will kick this deep to get us going. And that kick will just bounce into the end zone for a touchback. They'll start at the 25. So Alabama's offense comes on the field first today. Got a quarterback here coming off a sensational performance, Kirk. He sounded very confident when we met with him this week. Let's see if he can build on that this time.
Yeah, I think the last game that he played, he just threw the football on time. He didn't try to do too much, found the open receivers, took what the defense gave him, and as you had mentioned, we had a chance to talk to him. I think that's what he's looking to try to do, not try to live up to the hype, just put together another solid performance.
And they'll run it out of the shotgun. And that run goes nowhere against this fired-up defense. This is something rare and special, Kirk. This early in the season, have a 1 versus 2 matchup. These kind of games become part of the history of the sport. Both these teams expected to contend for a national championship.
Yeah, I can't believe we get this kind of opportunity early in the year like this. Really find out who maybe the best team in the country is. And the willingness to take this game on provides them with a huge opportunity to have a big resume builder early in the year.
And he'll make his way out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
I think it's important to kind of let your quarterback get into a rhythm early in the game. Sure, you'd love to see the big gains, but plays like this allow the quarterback to get settled into the game, find his rhythm, and then he can make the bigger plays later on.
They've got him, but not before he makes a first down at the 41. And a player is down injured after that last play. Let's take a timeout or then check him out. The ball is handed off out of the shotgun. The gain is 2 yards, so it's 2nd and 8.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
It's early, but this crowd is fired up. Listen to this noise here. This is going to be tough for the visitors today. To the air, it's Russell. The junior trying to take a shot, but overthrows his man. Fans around the country got their eyes on this matchup. This is going to be fun. It doesn't happen often enough in college football, an early season collision of top 5 teams.
Yeah, you'd love to see a test early in the year for the players and the coaches because you find out all that work you put in the summer. You think you got a good football team, and now you get a chance to go up against one of the top teams in the country. I'm just glad we're here to witness it.
And they'll drop back here on 3rd down. Incomplete for a 3rd straight play. And the punt team makes its way onto the field. And they'll just down it right here. So the Ohio State Buckeyes offense takes the field. Our first chance to see them today. This is a running game that comes in on a roll. The top back, over 100 yards rushing, found the end zone multiple times. Clearly, he's going to be the focal point of the defense today, Kirk, you think, anyway.
Yeah, how much fun was it to watch this offense and watch him specifically, what he was able to do. Pretty much anything he wanted to do, he was able to capitalize on. Now, today, it's a different challenge. New game, new opportunity to showcase what he can do. It's important that this offense show that they can do more than just run the football, because I think this defense is locked in to take him away.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
And it's incomplete. Might have heard some footsteps there over the middle. Now it's going to bring up third down. They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Dropping back, it's Sayin. Cannot connect, incomplete, and now fourth down.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this third down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, boy, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw on this play.
Finally forced out of bounds, but a solid return that time. Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. They came up empty on the last possession, forced to punt it away, and they begin to click now. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. Receiver makes the grab.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down, but instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Little eye candy here from the offense in pre-snap motion. And he keeps it. Slides down to avoid the tackle.
These quarterbacks today in the college game are so athletic. They can beat you with their arm, obviously. But just when you think you have them figured out, they tuck the ball and go. I'd expect this defense to put in a spy to keep this quarterback from running.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. He's got it in the open. They've got him down at the 3. Big gain on that completion.
Boy, really nice throw here to the slot receiver, and I love the quickness that he has after the catch. He's essentially a running back playing at that slot position.
Touchdown, Bama. They connect for 6.
Boy, the timing and the execution is outstanding here by this offense. Quarterback makes the easy throw, but the blocks out in front of this receiver were the key to get him out into space and allow him to utilize that speed.
Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. And here comes the powerful Buckeye offense back onto the field. They're coming off a quick 3-and-out, so looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency. Quick completion to the tight end.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or two guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody, and allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field.
Oh, they trap him for a sack.
Boy, another great play by an Alabama defensive lineman. And you just think about over the years, probably the last 30 years, going all the way back to John Copeland on that 1992 Alabama defense. Most recently, guys like Jonathan Allen, Deron Payne, Quentin Williams. You can always count on Bama having great defensive linemen and difference makers.
And he went backwards after the catch. That'll set up a 4th down now. Buckeyes will line up to punt it away. Looking to kick it away for the 2nd time. And we'll see what he can do on the return. He's got some daylight turning on the speed. They finally get him down, but that's a solid return. Good work by the return man. So here comes the Alabama offense back onto the field. They punched it in the last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop? Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on the first down.
Scanning the field, it's Russell. And it's incomplete, just out of the reach of the receiver. face a 3rd and 6. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Going to scramble now. Quarterback gets down to avoid the tackle.
What a heads-up play here by this quarterback. Everybody's covered downfield. He keeps his poise. No big deal. Just calls his own number and gets the first down. And most importantly, he slides at the end of the play. Lots of time left in this one, so he's got to protect himself.
Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. Handoff from the shotgun. Tough running to avoid a loss, but just barely gets back to the line of scrimmage. So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. But it's incomplete, and that will not bring up 4th down. The punt team making their way on the field. And he'll kick it away now for the 2nd time. That takes a big bounce and rolls all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. Last time was a quick 3 and out. Can they get a drive going this time? Move. Tackle made after a solid gain. Will spot the ball for 31.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what. They have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Now it's 2nd down here. Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. Caught over the middle. It's Roberts. What a move, and he's free. Who's in the clear? They tackle him all the way down to the 15-yard line. This offense is knocking on the door now.
Boy, huge play by this offense. A good throw, nice accurate throw, but I think it's the run after the catch that really impresses me. And early in this game, you got to think they're going to continue to go back to him until this defense shows that they can slow him down.
Oh, he fought hard there, broke a tackle, but brought down short of the sticks. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. Coming to the line on 2nd down, this is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Here's the handoff. Going absolutely nowhere. That would be a loss on the play. Well, they don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very...
He makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State.
You talk about a tough matchup for this defense down in this area. What are you going to do? Quarterback puts it up in the air, and the big tight end goes over the top of everybody for the touchdown.
And the extra point was up and good. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Return starts from inside the 5. Coverage team flying down there. Good job. They limit the return. Not much there. Here's the first play of the drive now, backed up at the 15. To throw, it's Russell. Running back has it on a screen now. Finally out of bounds after a solid gain, but there is a flag on the field. So let's check this out. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. And the pass is incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, and here comes a late flag. So the penalty will back them up half the distance to the goal now. Offense on the move now as that penalty gives them a fresh set of downs. Pass not complete, but there was a lot of contact there, and here comes a late flag. The offense gets a fresh set of downs after the PI. We'll see if the defense can regroup. So the offense comes up now on first down thanks to that costly penalty. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Breaks loose at the 40. They tackle him, but not before he makes the 45. A solid gain.
Chris, I don't know. There's just something about that Bama uniform. When they run the football, it just feels right. It's a combination of having those big offensive linemen, a really physical approach at the line of scrimmage, and backs that are able to pick up first downs like that right there. Beautiful play.
Back-to-back chunk plays to begin the drive. The defense on their heels. Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. Receiver makes the catch. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route with him. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
And the defense able to bring him down to wrap up the first quarter of play. We've got an exciting quarterback duel in the making here as we check the first quarter stats. So here we go, an exciting start to the quarter as the offense sets up with a first and goal. Motion by the back will make the defense adjust. It's Russell. He's got it, looking for the end zone. And he gets in for the score. Touchdown, Alabama.
Hey, this running back's going to show you he can be a receiver as well. He's just not back there running the football. Nice job of showing that versatility. Pulls it in and gets 6.
PAT puts him in front by 7. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. And he's brought down at the 12. That's poor field position to start the drive. Here comes the powerful Ohio State offense onto the field. The passing game was clicking beautifully in the last drive, right down for a touchdown. Let's see if they can do it again. He hands it to the back. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Chris, that play just didn't have much of a chance at all from the snap. Quarterback hands this off, and just nowhere to go. It's almost like the defense was anticipating the play call, and they put themselves in a position to come up with a nice tackle for a loss.
Looking to pass here on second down. Grab down the middle. It's Roberts. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do.
Oh, that one's picked off. He could go. Inside the 10. All the way back for the pick 6. Touchdown, tied.
Boy, what a tough blow for this offense. Already in field goal range, and the quarterback puts one in the defense's arms, and he takes it all the way back for a touchdown. Huge momentum swing here in the first half.
With the extra point, the lead is 14. We got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. Here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. They have got to bounce back on this possession after throwing a pick 6 last time out here. Quarterback pulls the ball. It's a keeper. Moves the ball up to the 30.
There's great discipline by this defense. Assignment football at its finest. They're able to string the quarterback out, shut him down to prevent the first down.
Caught in the backfield. It's Miller. And he'll get the first down yards before they finally bring him down. To throw, it's Sayin. And that catch is hauled in. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion. Pass complete. It's second down now. He's looking to throw. With the catch, it's Porter. It's out of bounds. It's a short gain on the play.
Well, it's a game of matchups. Always has been and it always will be, especially on the perimeter. And the quarterback believes his guy is better than their guy.
So now it's third and short from the 43. Can they keep the drive going or perhaps face a tough fourth down decision? Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Caught over the middle. It's Porter. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a first down. The Buckeyes moving quickly down the field here. Off the play fake on first down. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up second down.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
Back in motion now. Back to throw again. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. Tremendous toughness here. An outstanding catch and run by the freshman.
This is why this quarterback goes to this tight end. His size and his athletic ability. The soft hands to make the catch with Chris. This is what separates him from other tight ends in the country. Look at him after the catch, breaking tackles and
swarm for the pass rush. A sack.
As expected, this Alabama defense is laying the wood and living in the backfield of their opponent. Such upfield speed, it's dangerous.
At first down, sack a surprise and moves him back into fringe field goal range. Looking to do on second and long. To the air, it's Sayin. The sure hands, it's Porter. And he's shoved out of bounds with the defense short of the first down marker.
Chris, we're still early in this game, and you can already sense the chemistry between this quarterback and the wide receiver. These two just make it look so easy.
Now in third and very long, looking to throw. Can't hold on. Good defensive play, brings up a fourth down. Coach elects to try for 3 points and sends out the field goal unit.
Number 96 on field goal.
And he's got it from 49 yards out. What a powerful kick. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. So no return on this one. Ball just bounces into the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. They reached the end zone the last time out. Trying to do the same thing here. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. He's got the first down and still motoring. They make the tackle, but that's a great pickup on the ground.
There's nothing more that helps an offense than committing to that running game and popping an explosive run like this on the ground. Keeps the confidence of your offensive lineup. Same with your back. It helps everything else that you're doing as an offense in your rhythm. Now you can come back with some counters, try to take some shots off of play action, and keep hammering away with that run game.
And then first down, right back to the running game. He's brought down, but a solid gain moves the ball across midfield to the 41.
How about the offensive line here? Just a hat on a hat, opening up just enough room for the back to squeeze through there for a nice gain.
It's the wide receiver coming in motion now. And there's the handoff. Zero running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. Second down after that run on the previous play. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. He's wrapped up nicely there by the freshman.
Chris, I know it's not a huge game. You didn't pick up the first down, but it's so early in this game. Never abort this running game. You keep working. It's kind of like a body blow in a boxing match. Keep wearing the defense down, and eventually you can hit a big one.
Looking to pass. It's Russell. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up 4th down now.
What a hit there on 3rd down. The timing was perfect, and now we got a big 4th down play.
Well, they need 8 yards on 4th down to keep this drive going. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play.
Timeout, Alabama.
Special teams on the field. Now here comes a punt. And the punt will land in the end zone for a touchback. And the Ohio State offense comes back onto the field. They've had to settle for field goals. That won't work anymore. They got to find the end zone this time. Grab behind the line. It's Miller. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion. 2nd down after that completion.
Anytime you have a chance to get this wide receiver isolated, to get the ball in his hands, you do it.
Oh, down he goes. It's a sack.
That's the 3rd sack now, and we're not even to halftime. The offense is losing. They're getting whipped up front at the line of scrimmage. The offensive coordinator better make some adjustments, or this thing could snowball.
Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. Grab near the sticks. It's Porter. And the runner steps out of bounds, but does have enough yardage to pick up the 1st down. The Buckeyes starting a new series here on 1st and 10. Looking downfield, it's Sayin. Looks toward the sideline, finds the running back. Tough running there, but not quite enough for a 1st down.
Wow, they get positive yards here. I have a sense that they wanted a little bit more with that pitch and catch.
2nd down after that previous play. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. That's reeled in. It's Miller. And here he goes. Heads out of bounds after a solid game.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
The complexion of this drive suddenly changing. One massive play, and they're closing in on the red zone now with the 1st down. A change of direction. Picks up 3 yards, so 2nd and 7.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
2nd down, we're going to throw it. That pass is incomplete. Unclear who the intended receiver was that time. They're backed up here trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Throwing off play action. Grab down the middle. It's Russell. They bring him down, but that play moves him into scoring position. 1st and 10 from the 11. Buckeyes are in the red zone. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. 1st down. Looking to throw the football. Not able to hook up there. Incomplete. Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Looking downfield. It's Sayin. Running back grabs it on the screen. Defense shoves it out of bounds. Not much of a gain there.
A lot of times this can be a tough play to defend because you're so concerned with getting pressure on the quarterback. But here the defense does a good job of coming off of coverage and chasing down the receiver.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. But they don't connect. It's incomplete, and it Brings up fourth down. So they're short on fourth down, and the coach decides to trot out the field goal team. He was on target the first time. This is a chip shot from just 23 yards out. And it sails right through the middle of the uprights. Solid kick. So they settled for 3, and now the kickoff. We'll see if the opposing offense has enough time to answer before halftime. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. They're trying to build on their lead. They were forced to punt on the last possession. And the first play of the drive now on the 25. Looking to throw it on first down. Quarterback on the move, trying to make something happen. And the junior decides to pick up the first down himself. Offense stops the clock with their second timeout to talk strategy. One play moves the ball to the 41. It'll be first down. The pass rush closing in. He'll avoid the big hit with the slide. So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. Bringing pressure. And it's incomplete. Just 5 seconds left on the clock now.
Anytime a quarterback's able to recognize a free rusher like that, that's what the check down is for. He has to recognize the protection issues quickly and pivot.
Looking to set up a screen pass here. And they get him down in what will be the final play of this first half. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
Fellas, looks like we've got a great one going down in Columbus today.
Alabama will kick it off to start the second half. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. The passing game effective in the first half. Let's see if they keep it going or if the defense has made adjustments trying to protect the lead here. Quarterback keeps the football. They'll bring him down right at the 30-yard line.
Well, there's just so many things happening on these read option plays, and they happen fast. This defense has done a good job of trying to prevent this quarterback from hitting the big play. He gets some yards here, but at least he didn't get out for a big gain.
Moves his way for a first down to the 35.
And that's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. Don't forget, good blocking up front by the big fellas. And this running back, he just seems to have a nose for that first down marker. A few more runs like this, and he's going to be getting into a rhythm for sure.
Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so they'll take a timeout. The Buckeyes lining up here on 1st and 10. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Scanning the field. It's Sayin. Quick throw. Catch made on the out route. And he heads out of bounds after gaining a few yards. It's the tight end flexed out into the slot looking for a matchup there, Kirk.
Well, it is a matchup because he has the size where he's very difficult to be able to match up for his safety, and he's got the speed to be able to outrun the linebacker. That's why they like to flex him out like that and be able to pick up nice big gains like this.
The Buckeyes pick up enough yards to keep this drive rolling. That running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. They'll hand it off. Great cut there. They bring him down to the 25. They're moving closer and closer to the red zone. The offense looks fired up to begin the second half. That's the kind of play they needed to give them a spark.
Absolutely. I know they're down in this game. Clearly something was said at halftime to try to get this offensive line engaged, and it looks like it's working. They're playing with a different kind of energy. Let's see if they can do it again.
Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
Hey, they get some positive yards here, but just from sitting up here looking down, Chris, you kind of have a sense that they wanted a little bit more on that play.
They look to throw it here on second down. Defense is coming after him. Going to try to use his legs here. Quarterback gets down to avoid the big hit. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. They come up 3rd and short. This is the 8th play of the drive. From the shotgun, handoff inside. And the play goes nowhere. Picked up about a yard, but it'll be 4th down. Buckeyes will come to the line on 4th down, looking to keep the drive going.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
4th down, looking to throw for it. And it falls incomplete. A turnover on downs. Big play for this defense.
Offense is stopped.
Play action here on 1st down. A little bit too much air on that throw by the junior quarterback. Incompletion makes it 2nd down. Looking to throw. It's Russell. He makes the grab. And he's tackled immediately, so not much of a gain on the play.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a 1st down. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Catch made on the out route. Tackle made after a solid gain. They'll spot the ball at the 34.
Well, this quarterback is unflappable. Here they are working with the lead in the 2nd half. Get to a 3rd down. You got to throw the football. This is where you trust the quarterback to make a good decision, an accurate throw. He does it. You convert, and you keep working that clock.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Handoff here from the shotgun. He has 1st down yardage at the 46.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. Taking a deep shot here to the right. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
Well, the defense better be aggressive here themselves. Clearly, we're seeing an approach by this offense that they're going to attack downfield. Probably saw something in the 1st half that they could take advantage of. They come out early and try to hit it for a big one.
He'll hand it off.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice, solid gain.
Here we go, 3rd and short on the 7th play of this drive. And they pick up the 1st on the ground. And they convert on 3rd down. Move the ball to the 36.
How impressive these guys been up front today. Big 3rd down. Know what you need to do. Get the 1st down. Continue to hold on to that lead. Continue to work clock. And get that much closer to securing a victory.
To throw, it's Russell. Running out of time in the pocket. He shreds the tackle. On the move now. He'll avoid the tackle there with a slide.
Well, this is one of the dangers of playing man-to-man coverage against a quarterback like this. Yeah, they cover everybody down, but without a spy on this quarterback, good job of him recognizing this running lane, just taking off. And with everybody with their backs to the quarterback, he picks up big yards.
Alabama getting set for their 1st and 10 now. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. Pass Hunt, can he get in? Brought down at the 3 after the completion. The offense really threatening now.
Well, this is the risk you take when you play man-to-man coverage and you leave a linebacker on a running back. Quarterback does a nice job of seeing that mismatch and getting the ball to the back for some good yards.
And he fights in for the score. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. Can you say methodical? A marathon march, Kirk, just pounding away and wearing down that defense.
They just kept moving the sticks and moving the sticks until they got into the red zone, and they just kept moving to the sticks until they got into the end zone. What a drive.
The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown.
28, Ohio State, 13.
Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. Here comes the powerful Buckeye offense back onto the field. On the last possession, they passed up on a field goal attempt, but got stopped on 4th down. What can they do here? And Looking to throw now on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Russell.
You see more and more offenses in college football going to 3 receivers, and the slot receiver a lot of times can become the go-to guy. He gets mismatches against either safeties, a nickelback, or a linebacker walked out, and you can take advantage of it.
Ball carrier steps out, but a solid gain on the ground that time.
You know, everybody always wants to talk about quarterbacks today and receivers, and don't get me wrong, that's a big part of the evolution of the game and where we are. Man, for me, as a fan, when I'm watching a game, there's just something satisfying about the teams and the offenses that still have backs that can carry the ball and come up with plays like that. Move those sticks and keep this drive going.
To keep her all the way and a really solid gain. Kirk, this defense was worried about stopping the QB run today.
Yeah, with a guy like this, as a defense, you got to add an extra guy down into the box area because of the threat of his legs. If this offense is smart, run this guy maybe 8 to 10 times a game because it puts so much pressure on the opposing defense. That was a great play. Hat on a hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
Play fake, looking to throw. Oh, the pass rush gets home.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
To screen pass complete to the running back. Defense makes the stop. The screen pass doesn't produce a first down, and now it's fourth down. Crucial play. Down double digits in the second half. They're going to go for it on fourth down. Send the back in motion. Needs a completion here on fourth down. Looks to the left for a quick throw. Makes the catch downfield. Breaking tackles and going. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. When he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
And he'll lead the kickoff right there to start the 25. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. And the back now goes in motion. Back to throw. It's Russell. Short throw to the back. Caught behind the line of scrimmage. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
Pass caught. Second down now. Looking for a man. Fires it to the wideout. Oh, and it's almost picked off. A chance for their first interception today. Going to set up third down. See if the offense can move the chains like that incompletion. Try and muscle for the first down. Looks like Alabama will have the first down.
Here's a great example of a back knowing where he needed to go on this play, and he didn't mess around. He got between the tackles and earned every single yard.
Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up second down. Second and 10 following the incompletion. Only 37. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. He's running out of time here. He'll be taken down, but he crosses midfield at the 48. So Alabama will take the lead into the quarter break here. We've reached the end of the third. Time is running out to cut into this lead. Let's check out the game stats before we go on. One quarter to go. Let's see if this sets up as a classic finish. First play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Looking to pass. It's Russell. And it's incomplete. He just missed his target, overthrowing it. Incompletion sets up a second down. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. And it's incomplete, just out of reach. Too much on that throw. Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Oh, and another incompletion. Punt team ready to boot it away. Looking to flip the field here. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. The last possession, they really had the passing game clicking, move right down the field for a touchdown. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss.
Chris, I'll be really honest with you. I don't know why they continue to try to run the football. I'm all about balance. I'm all about trying to make sure a defense has to defend the run and the throw. But at this point in the game, they haven't been able to run the ball. They're going to have to go through the air if they're going to come back and take the lead in this game at some point.
Interesting play call here. 3rd and short inside their own 20. They want to get this drive going, or a punt could give the opponents excellent field position. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Looking for a man deep down the middle. And that deep shot is hard for a big gain. They finally bring him down, but what an explosive play that time.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just for 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays in 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
And he dumps it off to the tight end. Defense makes the stop very close to a first down. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. Crucial 3rd down play right here. Can he get there on the ground? Breaks into the clear. Now here he goes. Oh, and he hits out of bounds after a really nice gain there.
There he is. Finally, he's able to get on track and pick up some big yards here in the 4th quarter. It has been a relatively quiet game for him. The defense has done a nice job of bottling him up, but not there. He finally shows what he's capable of doing when he gets out in space and can show.
Touchdown, Ohio State, as they put 6 more on the board.
Man, I don't care who you are as a defense, but a quarterback sitting back there for that much time, the secondary has no chance to stop an offense. Good job by the quarterback to find the open target for the touchdown.
And the wideout goes in motion. Dropping back. It's Sayin. And he makes the catch. That 2-point try levels the game here in the late stages. So after putting up a touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. The last time they were forced to punt it away. Can they get points out of this possession? First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Pulls it in. It's Hale.
Chris, it just feels like the offense is almost teasing the defense with this play. As an offensive coordinator, quarterback, you're often looking for that soft spot in the zone. And here, they do a nice job of finding that hole for a nice game.
After the incompletion, they'll come to the line with 3rd and 1. Can he make it to the marker? They stop him, but it's a first down.
Well, good push up front here in this back. I tell you, he's got some outstanding vision to be able to find those creases, to be able to get positive yards, and here he gets the first down.
first down. Why not keep it on the ground? As the first down is still going. They make the tackle, but not before he reaches the 37.
Big runs like this are just demoralizing for a defense. It's one thing to give up big plays over your head against the pass game. When teams can run the ball and pick up yards like this, it really affects the team's mental psyche and their confidence. And we'll start to see some missed tackles following a play like this.
Getting set. Here's second down. Looking to throw. It's Russell. The receiver grabs it. And they wrap it up after the completion, just short of the first down marker. So it's starting short from the opponent's 28. Let's see what the play call is here. They're already in field goal range, but thinking about the end zone. They stop him behind the line. That's going to set up fourth down and short.
This defense just hasn't had many answers to this running back. Guy's already over 100 yards on the afternoon, but give him credit there. They made a nice play in the backfield.
Tie ball game, late, and they're going for it on fourth down. Quarterback drops back. Flips it to the running back, and he's got work to do. And he's not going to get there. The defense rises up and makes a huge fourth down stop. It's a toss to the left side. He breaks free. Will not be brought down. And runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there. Big chunk gain in the first play of the drive. Sets him up near midfield in first and 10. He's hit just before the throw. Breaks into the clear. Touchdown, Buckeyes. And they take the lead here in the fourth quarter.
Well, if you're going to give it to him, he's going to take it. That's his third touchdown today against this defense. Whether they play zone or they play man, he's finding ways to win matchups and get the ball to the end zone.
PHC is up and good. They lead by a touchdown here in the fourth quarter. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. So here comes the Alabama offense back onto the field. Back to pass. It's Russell. Extending the play now. He's found some room at the 45. Slides to avoid the big hit.
Man, it is fun to watch this guy get out in the open field. I didn't realize he could run like this. That's a big game for this offense.
Solid gain, moves the ball to the 48. First down play here. Here's the snap, looking to throw. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football. And now it's second down. Second and 10 now from the 48 after that incompletion.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
Obviously, the defense will decline that penalty on the offense and take the result of that play. It's third down for the offense. Out of the gun now on third down. And they heave it deep downfield. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. Look out, he's in it. Continues to fight for yards. And he steps out after a nice return. What a momentum shifter this could be.
Well, how about the defense here? Sitting back in cover two, taking away anything deep downfield. It puts pressure on the underneath coverage. The linebackers have to have some awareness. This linebacker did a nice job of being able to step up and make that interception.
They bring him down at the 18. The offense set up in the red zone with a first down. The Buckeyes looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. And the quarterback keeps it here. Ball is loose. Who can recover? Defense makes the recovery a turnover.
Illegal
So the offense will decline the penalty and just take the result of that play. Coming back, it's Russell. He lets it go on the move. He's got a man down the middle. He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the first down.
Look at this, Chris. After that big gain and a first down, they're already at the line of scrimmage, ready to get this up-tempo offense cranking.
And they'll stop him short of the line to gain.
This offense is known for that up-tempo approach. The defense has got to make their calls and get adjusted and ready to play.
Grabbed by the receiver. The defense all over. They stop him right at the line. Alabama comes up to the line quickly. Drop back here on third down. Quick throw, catch made. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. This Alabama offense is moving quickly down the field.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
Lines up for a second down play off the incompletion. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. He's past the marker and still going. That's a solid gain. Moves the football inside the 40. First and 10. The offense getting closer to a game-tying touchdown. It's first and 10. And he'll set up to throw. Pressure is coming. Quarterback looking to scramble. And we're able to get him down. They'll have to hurry now. Second down with the clock ticking. Back to throw. It's Russell. Grab near the sticks. It's Barber. Heads out of bounds after running for the first down to keep this scoring threat alive. Serious pressure now for the defense. Looking to throw it from the red zone. Grab down the middle. It's Meadows. Brought down, but the completion moves the ball inside the 10-yard line. Defense getting pushed back. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Pass is incomplete. The defense affecting the quarterback with pressure there.
Well, this is it. Late in the game, really tight situation. This is what separates a good quarterback from a great quarterback. Can he come up with the play to keep this drive alive?
They finally stop him, but that gain is good for a first and goal. Now they're going to hustle to the line and get set. They'll try to run this one in. And he muscles into the end zone. Touchdown, Bama.
Chris, I'm shocked by this. I mean, this is a great touchdown by this offense. They're an extra point away from tying this game up. We may be headed to overtime.
And now the try for the two-point conversion. And the offense will wisely spend a timeout after the play. Clock management's going to be very important here in the final minutes. The offense is out there. They're going to go for two here. Back to pass. It's Russell. He He's going to go down, sacked. They went for the two-point conversion in the lead, but he stops short. I believe they're going to line up here and go for the onside kick.
Number 10, set to kick this one away.
On the hands team, does their job and secures the recovery.
Well, they didn't really have much of a choice. Had to go with his onside kick, but as we all know, such a low chance of actually recovering this. It was likely their only option if they wanted to get another shot at trying to get the football back.
And the quarterback just kneels down. That's the kind of matchup we hope for. This team came in higher ranked, respected. They were fully tested. They had to show how good they were to survive the upset here today.
And I really think that the coaches and the players, they love playing in these kind of games. You really are going to get tested. You find out what you're made out of. And these guys really met the challenge. I'm very, very impressed with the execution and how they played this game. And now they go to the next step.
And that is going to do it. We enjoy being here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler. And this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.